Good afternoon, everyone. A glorious moment to extend my warm welcome to all who have joined this webinar. Indeed, we are grateful to Dr. A.K. Sharma sir for organizing such in-service course programs for biology teachers to enrich us with exciting and new themes and help us to grow as biologists. This is the first day and first session, so I invite just a minute. Here is a detail of this faculty development program. We are starting from today, and this is the 3-day event, 28th, 29th, and 30th June. For the first day, first session, I request and invite our patron, Dr. A.K. Sharma sir, to introduce our faculty development program.
Suman, is there any prayer?
Yes, sir.
So please play that first.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good.
To start any event, we stand before Almighty. Please join us.
सिद्धबुद्धतो स्कन्दविनायक सविता पावकतो सविता पावकतो ब्रह्ममर्जतो यहोवशक्तितो येषु पिता प्रभुतो रुद्रविष्णुतो रामकृष्णतो रहीमतावतु रहीमतावतु वासुदेवगो विश्वरूपतो चिदानन्द हरितो अद्वितीयतो अकाल निर्भय आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो आत्मलिङ्ग शिवतो
Namaste. Welcome to you all in this in-service course of biology teachers. And today's session, I'll discuss about the curriculum design, developing goals, objectives, and lesson planning using Bloom's Taxonomy. So virtually, if you see, number of things are there. I hope that most of the terminology that I might be using in this discussion is known to you. But still, I want that some little dust, whatever that is there, that should be removed, and things should be crystal clear. So the first is the curriculum design. So as we are all dealing with the curriculum, it's a word that we are using daily, and no educational discussion is complete without curriculum. So can anybody of you tell me what is curriculum so that we can proceed further? What is your opinion about the curriculum? When we talk about the curriculum, what do we think? Anyone?
the overall teaching and learning process that goes on in a session.
Very good. Any other who want to add anything?
So curriculum means syllabus plus all the activities means for overall development of a student, whatever we include, but it means a complete teaching learning process, including all co-curricular as well as curricular activities.
Very good. So basically, if you see the curriculum, as you all know, you have a very good understanding of the curriculum. That curriculum is not only lesson, or it is not the academic content where it's taught in the school, but it also has a number of activities that we are doing in the school. So basically, if we see about the curriculum can be classified in certain segments. The first is about the learning objectives, learning outcomes, so that we'll discuss. Second is about units, lessons, sub-lessons, subtopics. Third is about the assessment, about the project. Fourth is about the material. Material means books, material means videos, material means presentation. Materials means whatever supplementary reading is there. And finally, we are coming to the assessment. And assessment is in the form of test, formal, informal, both. So if you see in all, I feel that every teacher is having its own curriculum, because you have own learning outcome and own learning objective. So it is something very interesting. Whenever you are free, think whatever I am saying is true or not. I feel that every teacher is having its own curriculum. It's having own activities. It is having own anecdotes. It's having own story. If a lesson is being taught, suppose by Dr. Gulpreet Kaur, or the same lesson is taught by Dr. Priyanka Rai, you'll see that the approach is entirely different. Both are not the same. So this is what the curriculum is there. Because curriculum takes the diverse forms. It is reflecting the educator's perspective, educator's expertise, and the way he is facilitating the teaching learning. So this is in short about the curriculum. Next is about the design, curriculum design. So you can very well understand that every teacher used to design his own curriculum. So basically here we are concerned with the curriculum design. Am I clear to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I'm coming to the next. I'm sharing my PowerPoint with you. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
So curriculum design is having many things. The first is about understanding the curriculum design. Now, how you are making it. Second is setting of the learning objective. Third is selecting content and learning resources. Fourth is designing the engaging learning activities, means designing those type of activities where the students can learn. Fifth is assess the student learning. Sixth is technology, adding of the technology in this curriculum design. 7 is about the differentiate instructions. And 8 is monitoring and evaluation our effectiveness. If you see in these 8 sections, nothing is new. You are all doing it. But it is only I have made it in a systematic way that how the curriculum design is being done. And if you see, what are the key principles of curriculum design? This is one that I thought that I must show you. Slideshow. Can you see now in a better way? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's a
yes, sir.
slideshow. Yes, sir.
अरे भाई बीच बीच में बोल दिया करो, नहीं तो मैं ही सो जाऊंगा.
Next.
So actually, as I have already discussed with you, the curriculum is a reflection of your personality. And the curriculum of one teacher is different from the other. It is not only reflecting your teaching skill, it is also reflecting your philosophy, your purpose, your passion, your personal empowerment, that how you present it. And also, sometimes it is having inculcation of different values, different constitutional values, different cultural values, social values. So all these, when amalgamated, is forming a curriculum. So these are the 7 key principles which operate in collaboration with each other. The first is the balance. There should be a balanced curriculum design. When we say balance, what is the meaning of the balance? Balance means we are having many things. We are having intellectual, social, moral, spiritual, static, creativity, emotional learning, social learning, and physical development. I mean, all the things that you can visualize should be there in the balanced curriculum design. So it is the very important feature of this. It is every time it is not essential that in the syllabus everything is given. So it is the duty of the teacher to make it the curriculum, not the syllabus. I have seen many teachers are teaching syllabus. The moment you are teaching syllabus, you are going somewhere else. Our job is not completion of the syllabus. Our job is the completion of curriculum. So in the balanced, I'll share one anecdote with you and then I go to the next. I remember when I was a student and we were doing dissection. At that time, dissection of the frog was in the course. So we used to dissect the frog. And it was a thrill. Most of you have done the dissection of frog or rat. It is a thrill to do all these things. So there was one student in our class who had dissected frog in a very nice way. And after showing to the teacher, that student has taken the frog, inverted frog like this, and both the legs, one leg in one hand, second leg in second hand, and he was hanging the legs like this. So the teacher has saw that particular boy and called him and said that, look, pay respect to your sample. It's a frog, you had dissected it, it's okay. But pay respect to the body of this frog. Don't do this. This is very bad. It's not a good habit. It's not at all an aesthetic way, sensible way. You have done your job, now leave it. And you see that what your lab assistant used to do. The cremation was done in a better way than throwing it. So this was the one value that we have learned at that time when we were students. I feel it is the balanced way of making a curriculum. On those days, there was no discussion about the curriculum or its component. But today I feel that it is a value that is to be taught to all the children, that whatever experiment you do it with dignity. Dignity, maintain your dignity and maintain the dignity of the animal you are dissecting. If it, although nowadays dissection is not there, but it can equally be implemented with the plants. Next is rigorous. Rigorous means that the intradisciplinary habit of the mind should be developed. Intradisciplinary, when we say about the intradisciplinary, now we are also adding interdisciplinary habit. So both should go side by side. Interdisciplinary habit is very good. If we are faithful to our subject, it is wonderful. Next is coherence. The coherent make links between the different subjects and different experiences we have encountered. If you see, nowadays, we talk a lot about interdisciplinary subjects, interdisciplinary approach of teaching. Then next is, please आप अपना म्यूट कर लीजिए, those who have not muted. Madam, we are listening to you. Please mute yourself. All teachers are requested to mute.
From the link in the
Please mute yourself.
Zoom I have.
Then next is about the vertically integrated. So this word is very interesting. Vertically integrated means that we have to focus on progression. And how it is possible? It is possible only when we know about the clarity of the subject. In your syllabus, in your book, you might have seen that there is a sequence of chapters. That is an example of vertically integrated. Next is that appropriate. Appropriate means age appropriate. Whatever curriculum we are taking, it should be age appropriate. That's why, if you see, we used to tell our children about the age appropriate stories. If you are telling to lower classes, we are telling them a different story. But in the higher classes, we are telling them the stories of the great scientists and linking it with the topic. So it is should be age appropriate. Next is focused. Focused means that it should focus on the concept, key concept that we are discussing on a particular subject. And the last is relevant. Relevant is a word that is very interesting. Relevant according to time. When you are the student, think what was the syllabus, and now you are teaching what is the syllabus. Some of you might have not read the syllabus, but still you are teaching. Because the things that were relevant at that time are not relevant today. So this is about the basic principles of curriculum design. Now coming to next. Is these are the different points that is I have already discussed with you that social needs we have to see. We have to translate the needs into the course general objective, specific objective, and then time, syllabus formulation, etc. Now, this is very important about the philosophy. What type of philosophy is there? When the teacher comes to school for the first time, he has a lot of aspirations. He has something in the mind that I'll teach like this. But when he becomes a part of the system, his total energy is channelized in doing work of a different type that he has never expected. Am I right? Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're
भाई आप हो भी या नहीं हो?
sir,
है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes.
जी sir, जी
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We are very much here, sir.
So there are certain things very interesting. When I was a student and I was doing B.Ed, I know we used to make a lesson plan, knowledge, understanding, application, and synthesis. Only 4 points. But now in the Bloom's taxonomy, a number is increased. That is low order, high order thinking skills, low order thinking skills, 3 plus 4, और ऊपर तक जाएंगे synthesis, creation of the subject. That I'll discuss later. So education philosophy means that what type of philosophy we have. Philosophy means how do we think about this particular chapter? How our children will learn. And what will be my role? What will be the role of the student? And what type of value will I give to my children? And what is the ultimate purpose of education? These are few things that we think when we are teaching. So now we are coming to learning objective. It is something very interesting. So I am coming directly to the learning objective because I think the time is less, not much time is there. So half of the time is removed in this. Learning objective. There are two words. One is learning objective and second is learning outcome. So can anybody say me what is the learning objective and what is the learning outcome? Anybody?
The
Any one
learning
of
object.
you can let me know what is
May I, sir? Dr. Priyanka Rai. May I, sir?
please, please.
Yes, the learning objective is set before starting the teaching learning process. What the teacher expects after the process, and learning outcome is assessed after the teaching learning process has accomplished कि बच्चे को कितना समझ आया.
ठीक बात है ये. These are very basic things that every teacher know. But I don't know why. I mean, so many people are not participating in that.
Sir, shall I tell,
Please, please.
if you allow?
Ah.
Learning objective is from teacher's point of view, and the learning outcome is set from the student's point of view.
Very good. Very good. Any other thing that you want to add?
A learning objective, sometimes it is a general statement, but
Uh-huh.
learning outcome is very specific, and like we have to specify, especially if it is from Bloom's taxonomy, it comes out to be perfect.
Okay, that's good. So now we are coming to whatever we have discussed just now. So a very short description of this will come to, very short, so that you can very well understand. My presentation is there or it is removed?
No, sir, it's not there.
Not-
Presentation is not
Not
there.
there, no?
Not visible.
Not visible.
Okay. So ये लगा देता हूँ. Now it is there.
Yes, sir. We can see
Yes,
the
sir.
sound is there.
So these are the differences between the learning objective and learning outcome. As just now our friends were telling that one is for the teacher and one is for the student. It's very good. It is about the perspective. That learning objective is teacher-centered, instructor-centered, or facilitator-centered, whereas learning outcome is student-centered. So first is focus. Learning objective means what teacher want to teach. And learning means what learners will achieve. After 40 minutes, what they achieve is learning outcome. Then again, objective is the long term and outcome is the short term. Objective is broader approach. Learning outcome is a very specific approach. And the purpose of objective is the instruction and making some assessment. For the assessment purpose, we are doing objective, where our outcome is for achievement and to judge the effectiveness of your pedagogy. So for this, you might have read about the SMART objective. So let us be a quick revision of the SMART objective. What are the SMART objectives? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. I'm not describing it, but whatever objectives we are making, we should know that they should be SMART objective. Nowadays, the time has gone when we used to give children whatever we have given without thinking that whether we can measure it or not, is it relevant or not. But now the time has come when everything is coming in the black and white, and we should stick to the SMART objectives. Quickly, can see the difference between the learning outcome and SMART learning outcome. learning outcome and smart learning outcome, if you see the difference is, that major difference is that the name itself is saying that it should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Whereas in the learning outcome, these things are not being considered. The next is about quickly we'll have one look over it. Specific. What is the meaning of specific? Specific means there should be clarity of concept, clarity of understanding that what the teacher is understanding and what the child is understanding. What the teacher is understanding, that what type of result will it give? That is expected results. There should be no ambiguity. It should be very clear. So that is known as clarity. That is, in short, the teacher should be very clear about the expected result after delivering his session of 35 or 40 minutes. And what is the focus? Focus is on the particular skills, particular knowledge areas, so that distraction is not to be there. Irrelevant content should not be added. So it is on the focus. The first is about the clarity. Am I clear to you?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you are saying in between a yes, sir, or okay, then I become very happy, because at least I feel that you are not sleeping. So second is measurable. Measurable means that we can measure it. We can measure it. And measure means that we can evaluate it. We can assess it. Maybe on 5-point scale, 10-point scale, or maybe on whatever type of, assessment you want. We can do it. And after this, we can give the feedback, which we used to do by making the objective matrices or like this. Now, third is achievable. Achievable means the realistic goal should be there. And the realistic goal depends the type of children that you are having in the class, the nature of the children that you are having in the class. Only then you can be assured that how can we fix the realistic goals? Because without looking to the children, without looking to the class, you cannot say that this will be the goal or realistic goal. So realistic goal depends upon your class. And for that, motivation is very necessary. You have to help in maintaining the confidence of the children so that they experience success. You know, taste of success is very sweet. Once a man is successful, he wants to be successful again and again. So make success a habit for the children. Fourth is relevant. Relevant means that the course objective and student future needs, whatever you are teaching, whatever learning outcome you expect, that should be aligned with two things. One is the course objective, and second is about the student future needs. That's why if you see, we are teaching, we are thinking, and we are saying about 21st century skills, because we don't know what will happen after 10 years. I mean, what type of jobs will be available after 5 years, 10 years. So we want to give them necessary skills so that it can be useful for their future needs. And for this, engagement is there. Engage them in the creative work. and let them feel that whatever they are learning, it has some value in it. If they say that there is no value in it, they will never learn. So make them to realize that there is a value in their learning. And next is time bound. So deadline that maybe that if you are completing a lesson, you have to fix a deadline. And with this deadline, you can complete the your activities, your curriculum in a very productive way. And it is very necessary that you have to track the progress. Suppose you want to complete a particular chapter in 15 periods, then you have to make a track that it should be completed in the 15 periods, and you have to make the teaching strategies, teaching methods in that way, the experiments that you want to conduct, and you can make approximate time that it should be completed in that particular time. Next is how to write effective smart learning outcome. So you are all writing, but just have, it is the question of changing the verbs. So I'm giving you a list of the verbs that is useful for you. When I was the teacher, I used to word know, understand, fully understand, be familiar with, learn the basics, gain the knowledge. But now it is instead of know, it is state, understand, describe, fully understand, suggest reason why, be familiar with, explain, learn the basics of, compare, and gain a knowledge of, distinguish between this and this. So learning outcomes, nature is changed. Words and phrases are changed. And here, two columns are there. In one, avoid, and second is use. They are self-explanatory. See what is to be used. Quick review of Bloom's taxonomy. This is the Benjamin Bloom, a educational psychologist who has given this theory of Bloom's taxonomy. And earlier, the Bloom's taxonomy, when I was the student, was like this: knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. But here we use only knowledge, comprehension, application, and analysis. Only 4 we use. When I was doing B.Ed, there was 4 in lesson plan. We were using knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis. Up to this, we have never used synthesis or evaluation. But now, after 2001, there is a change. Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. So this is the change. And now, if you see major changes, noun to verb form, and lower thinking order to high thinking order. So we have trained in our time about these 4. That is, we have not touched the higher order thinking skills. Maybe that some of you also have not touched. Next is, this is the Bloom taxonomy pyramid. Remember means very quickly I'm going this. Remember, you know that the cause of facts, understand, explain the idea, use information, new, apply, analyze connections among different ideas, evaluate and justify your stand, and create means make some original work. And nowadays, we are more stressing on creating and evaluating. Evaluating fairly, and creating means making the original work. It can be in the form of design, it can be in the form of development of something, or it can be in the form of writing, it can be in the form of this investigation, or projects. Next is, this is the, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Bloom's taxonomy device. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So here you can see the action verbs. Certain action verbs are there. If you see in the remember, identify, define, list, label, match, name, select, recall, recognize, repeat, and state. I mean, it is a handy type of material for the teachers that whenever they are making their remember type of questions, they can use these type of verbs. And how can you recognize or recall the knowledge from the memory? It is simple activities. Is we can make certain quizzes, MCQ, true and false, fill in the blank questions, match the column questions. So that all is coming in the remember. Now come to understand. Understand is, again, the words are given, that is compare, describe, distinguish, discuss, explain, illustrate, summarize, translate, rank, rate, understand. And understand is actually the comprehend. And how can we comprehend? We can comprehend meaning from the instructional messages, whatever instruction is given by the teacher or our instructor, that we have to understand. And we can examine it by the short answers, by the discussions, by the concept mapping, and by the comparison chart. Third is apply. Apply means compute, then calculate, develop, operate, organize, practice, implement, solve, like this. And apply can be carried out. It is from this some difficult type of exercise used to start. Apply has problem solving, demonstration, certain sketches, simulation activities that now we can do online biology. If you go to the virtual labs in biology, you have number of simulation activities that you can do, case studies, and role play. In the simulation activities, I remember when 1995, when the first time we have conducted simulated activities in showing the protein synthesis. So we were shown on the India TV, that is national TV. We were shown on national TV because in the NCRT, we have conducted this experiment of simulation. So see, that was the time when simulation was a fashion. Now simulation is very, very general activities that we are all doing in our homes, in our labs. So up to this, it is increasing order, low order thinking, going to high order thinking. Now we are coming to analyze, inquire, differentiate, demonstrate, integrate. And again, the parts are case studies, discussions, questions, debate, essays, presentation, role play. It is analyze. And coming to the next, towards the thoughts, evaluate, assess, coordinate, monitor, conclude, test. And this, again, how do we do it? By the projects, projects mean project-based learning. Also, you might have read about the PBL. Problems, case studies, simulations, critiques, debates, and finally create. Create what to create? Generate, produce, construct, formulate, projects, presentation, artifacts, artifact showcase, So these are different activities that is used in assessment ideas. Three domains are there: cognitive by brain, affective by heart, and psychomotor by hand. That's a very good combination: hand, heart, and brain. Very good combination. So this is a very short. Cognitive is about the thought, about the thinking, about the memory, about the thinking, memory, reasoning, perception. Cognitive. Affective, about the emotions, about the feeling, about the appreciation, about the motivation, about the worry, about the happiness. Affective domain. Psychomotor domain, actions, doing, any type of action that you're doing. You're typing, you are playing, you are moving, running. So that is it. So different label in according to Bloom's taxonomy, as you know about the create, evaluate. In this way, cognitive, same you have seen. In affective, nature a little bit change, receiving, responding, valuing, organizing, conceptualizing, characterizing by values. And in psychomotor, it is imitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, naturalization. I'll take only one example of this. I'm not taking two examples of this. Only one is this. Psychomotor, you can suppose, you can take you want to learn about the bicycle, you want to learn about the scooter, whatever. I mean, machine, you are using the both hands and the brain. So first imitate. You will imitate how a person is driving the bicycle. And after that, you will try to manipulate. And in this process of manipulation, you fall from the bicycle many times. But during this falling, you know that I fall from the bicycle by this way, so I'll not do this. So the precision happens, and then you articulate in your own way, and naturally you know the bicycle riding. So this is a very short picture of brain. I'll not go into detail. Verbs, I have already discussed about the words. Verbs associated with the cognitive domain. In the affective domain also, verbs are there, low order to high order. This I had discussed. In the affective domain, receiving, responding, valuing, organization. Receiving what? Behavior is description. Receiving, that is, you are receiving the experience of others. You are hearing the experience of others. You are listening to your teacher, listening to a trainer, and you take interest about his learning experience. You take notes. Then you have some time for the learning experience. And this is the participation in the passive way. So this is the good example of experience. Third is about the keywords that is used here in the receiving. Ask, listen, focus, attend, take part, discuss, acknowledge, hear, be open to, retain, follow, concentrate, read, to feel. So these are the different words which are in the receiving. Second is about the responding. Respond means that you are reacting and participating actively. See, there's a difference in the receiving and responding. Receiving means just listening, passive. Responding, active. You are participating actively in group discussion, in any activity, enthusiastic way for the action, and you suggest certain interpretation from his side. So the keywords is here related with the energy, react, respond, seek clarification, interpret, contribute, or excitement, being excited, team building, help the team, and right or perform. Third is valuing. Valuing means attach values and express personal opinion. So it is you are listening something, doing something, and then you have to decide that what is the relevance of the ideas, what is the relevance of the experiences. Is it possible to do this thing or not? You are giving your own view. And the verbs is argue, challenge, debate, refute, confront, justify, or criticize. Fourth is conceptual values, conceptualized values, organizing or conceptualizing values. So it is, you have to reconcile the internal conflict, develop a value system. So this is about the behavior description. And here, the student had to develop a personal view, personal position, personal regions, and there is always a clash between the social norms and the personal norms. So build, develop, formulate, define, modify, debate, relate, contrast, arrange, compare. And internalizing value is the last, which is adopt belief system and the philosophy. So it is the self-reliant. The behavior is very consistent, and it is set with the personal values. So it is act, display, influence, solve, and practice. The last is about the psychomotor domain. In psychomotor domain, that we have already discussed about this, the imitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, and naturalization. This already I have discussed with you. And it is summarizing all this. Here you can see creating, evaluating, analyzing, applying, understanding, remembering, cognitive dimension, psychomotor, limitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, naturalization, affective, receiving phenomena, responding to phenomena, valuing, organizing, internal values. So we can do the example, but I have much time. Very less time I have on my option. It is the homework. That is chapter name, total marks allotted. Very short answer, 1 mark. Competency, short mark 2. Competency, short mark 3. Competency, long answer, competencies. Then RUAAEC, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. This you can do for any particular chapter, any particular, this you can do. And after doing all that, the purpose of curriculum design is complete. So we originally, in your own way, have a very nice design for yourself. Don't copy it. Copying will not serve any purpose. So this is in short that I have thought I should discuss with you. I should share with you. And now there is one lesson plan. You might have seen so many lesson plans. So that one lesson plan I'd like to show you. That is I'll also share with you if you want. So this is the lesson plan of Mehta Vidyalaya. So I'll share with you. And then if you want to ask anything, you are most welcome then. So this is the expected learning outcome, teaching methodology, reflection, reinforcement strategies, TLM, activities, project assignment, skill set, competency map, values taught, inclusive practices, classwork, homework like this. It's very small that is prepared for 35 minutes of the teaching plan. So this is in very short that I had tried to give you, because 1 hour is very less for this, but I had to give you the maximum input that I can. If you want to ask anything, you are most welcome. And thank you very much for the patience listening. It is the thing that you all know. In this discussion, I have already discussed about the learning objectives, unit 10 lessons, assignment and projects, materials, assessment. That is all things we have discussed, whatever is necessary for the curriculum design. So thank you very much. Anyone, if you want to say anything, you are most welcome. And you want to know anything, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. I invite Dr. Gurpreet Kaur, ma'am, SL Public School, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Amritsar.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening, one and all present over here. I feel highly privileged to thank our mentor, Dr. Anil Sharma, sir, for this wonderful session. Sir, we all owe a vote of thanks for such a wonderful explanation of the curriculum. Thank you very much, sir, for guiding